Hello everyone, welcome to our first YouTube video.
If you're new to us, I'm Alex, this is Georgio, and we are the D'Angelos.
Or D'Angelos, depend where you're from, but the correct pronunciation is D'Angelo.
D'Angelo, exactly. If you're new to us, we're about 1 year into making some videos on TikTok and on Instagram. And after a lot of questions, right? We've gotten a lot of questions.
We have a lot of questions. It's like 1 year we received this first important question is how we met. So, and always we answer that time to time for create a good video for this important question. And here we go. Now is the moment of the question.
Yeah, our answer is too long for a TikTok and Instagram. So finally, we're making a YouTube video to answer how we met, and then we'll keep posting videos as we go. So thank you for following along. And here's the story. How should we start? Maybe some context, some background.
Okay, start you want with my background?
Yeah, tell them your background. How we got to. So we met in summer of
2021 in Sicily. So this is the background because I'm from Sicily and I was there in my city because I'm from Palermo, and I was there. I was during my law school time. I'm studied at the law school, and I was part in the closet because I was like just my important friend knew I was gay, but
all of your friends or just some?
The most important friend knew that, and the other friend, some friend yes, some friend not. My parents didn't know that, and part of my family, my cousin, my sister knew that, but the other part of my family didn't know that. So I was part in the closet, part no. But I was in the first months of to try to find a boyfriend, a serious boyfriend. So that was my background.
Really? You were just starting to search?
No, like in the first months, like 6 months, guys, I was searching. Nothing more, really. Okay. Maybe something, maybe 8, 9 months. That was the timeline.
Okay. Did you say where in Sicily?
In Palermo, I told you.
That? Okay, wonderful. Palermo. Which, coincidentally, I have family in Palermo. So my background is obviously I'm American, if you cannot tell, born and raised in Queens, New York. But my father was an immigrant just like Georgio. And similar to myself, my mom's parents were immigrants. And so my mom, every few summers, would go to Italy. That's when she met my dad, and my dad had immigrated here. So I grew up with a father that, you know, in those early years spoke primarily Italian. Italian was my first language before I went to school. And so same thing. I used to go to Italy every summer. At that point I was going every summer. I love Italy. I have my grandparents there, my cousins, my aunts and uncles. And you know, I didn't expect to find an Italian husband, but my plan was always to stay very connected to Italy. Obviously now I am even more so. At this point of summer 2021, I had been out of the closet for only a couple of years. Honestly, me too. I came out my senior year of college, 2018. So now we're at 2021. So 3 years later, you know, did some dating, but nothing serious. And so then, you know, it brings us to summer of 2021. It was August, and I was at my grandparents in a town up on a mountain, and scrolling through the app where we met, which I'll give you a second to guess what app.
Grindr, of course.
Of course, Grindr. We were going through, and who tapped who first?
Me, of course.
And what did you call it at the time? No, tap. You used to call it something else.
No, it was a tap. It was a fire.
Yeah.
Oh, like yeah, the fire. I don't know.
Fire reaction.
Fire reaction. I don't think so. It's, I don't know if it's present right now in the app or not, but was the fire reaction.
Yeah. In America, we just called it a tap, but you're right. It sent the fire icon.
Yeah.
And so one day I got a fire reaction from a very good-looking profile.
Was just a body, really?
Yes.
Well, it's a body doing a workout.
It's true. It was a headless profile on the beach, but enough to get my attention. Well, why did you tap me?
I tap him because it is really my type. In Because my type it's red dead or max blonde, like a clear guy, and I
Pale.
like
Pale white.
pearl. And of course I like the chubby guys, bear guys. That is my type of guy. So really Sicily is no full of red dead chubby bear guys. So when I find one I say, oh yeah, cool, tap it. But I didn't read the profile in reality. That was a very strange thing. I didn't know he was from New York. Just when he answered me, and
You didn't even read it? I wrote
I,
that I was from New York, obviously.
yeah, but in the profile, no, I don't see, I don't read that the part. So when you start to write me in Italian, but was a little bit a broken Italian, so I figure out there's something strange here. I went to your profile and I see it was from New York. I says, oh, yeah,
Do you remember what my photo was?
yeah, it was the photo with the yellow T-shirt.
Yes. My favorite bright yellow Tommy Hilfiger shirt. And my hair was super red in that photo.
Yeah,
No. And that's it. And so then, let's see, Giorgio tapped me. I obviously very excited to speak to someone while I was there. And we started chatting. And those first chats were just instant connection,
very good connection.
very smooth. We were speaking in Italian the whole time,
Yeah,
right? How was your English at this point?
very horrible. Now it's not good, but at the time was very horrible. Like, thank you, Google Translate.
Yes. Well, for me too. My Italian was okay, but writing Italian is a little different. So lots of Google Translate usage that maybe I wouldn't need today. But we spoke on Grinder for a few days, back
Yeah.
and forth. Definitely, you were the person I spoke the most, probably ever, on Grinder in that type of way. And then what happened?
Serious way.
Yeah. And then how did we go from Grinder
To WhatsApp.
to WhatsApp? Yes.
Yes.
Before or after we met in person?
Before.
Okay, because you remember I'm up on a mountain in my family's town. Well, Georgio's actually from the city that the mountain is kind of part of, but it's basically like outside of the city. And so I don't have a car in Italy. I was beholden to my family and my friends for rides or the public transportation system. And so meeting each other, we had to plan out pretty well, right? You were in the closet, so you couldn't
Yeah.
really come and go on a date like that.
No.
But
we dating.
yeah, we did it.
We did it in Palermo, in the center of Palermo, with the little amazing town of the Centro Storico di Palermo. We hit an arancina. We talk a lot, really a lot.
Yes, our first date was pretty amazing. So after a few days of Grinder, we finally met up in the city. I remember when I first got there on the train, my phone, because again, I was American in Italy, the service kind of was not that great. And at one point, it was just gone. So I arrived there in the city and I had no service. I had no idea how to find him. Do you remember that?
Yes, and yeah, you don't answer me
Yeah.
to the text message.
And
So
then I saw you.
yeah, but I find you at the train station.
Yes, maybe we'll tell our first date story with more details another time, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
But that's it. Then after our first date, we connected instantly.
Very chemical moment. The
Mhm.
first moment.
Yes, very chemical moment. From the beginning, I remember writing to my friends immediately that day. Oh my gosh, I found such a great guy. Maybe I'll find an Italian husband. Probably thinking I was just dreaming at that point. Who could have guessed?
Yeah.
And then we went on a second date.
Yes, very controversial for me because it was just scary because you left after 3 days of the second dating, so it was very crazy for me. I don't know if why, like my feeling says yes, but my mind said no. And I talk a lot with my friend. I was like 80% to my friend who says, you are crazy, it's impossible, so far away, New York is very so far away from Sicily, blah, blah. And other 20% can say yes. And then I believe in myself and in the 20%. So
And he took the jump. We went on the second date, connected even further. And from there, we decided to try the long distance. And the rest is history. Or the
Yeah.
rest will be a series of more YouTube videos that will explain from
Yeah.
there.
Another one.
But here we are. How many years later? Let's see. It's 2025, so we're going on 4 years together.
Wow.
Yes.
A long time right now.
Very long time. Feels like a long time. And that's it. At this point, we're about 2 years married in our apartment and looking forward to hopefully building a family together soon. So more on all of that to come. This was the story of how we first met. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, follow us or subscribe.
Subscribe on YouTube.
That's the first time we're saying that. And we'll be in touch.
Nothing else. Ciao.